Balanced Craftwars Overhaul, but without gear. The series where I will be beating all of Pre-Hard Mode with only weapons and pickaxes. Join me on the journey of the SlayerOfAtlas as we try and slowly figure out how any of this is even possible. If you're ever confused, I'd recommend going back to episode 1, where I explain everything in the intro. Enjoy the show. Real quick, if you liked the video, consider subscribing to become part of the negative 19.2% of viewers who are subscribed. It would mean a lot. Enjoy the video. So the Leviathan notably has 4 different attacks. He has his bubble attack, which does 100 damage, which one-shots me. He has his slash attack, which sometimes hits you, sometimes doesn't, sometimes moves fast, sometimes moves slow. Then you have his wave attack, which just gets parried, or does 50 damage, which can just be healed. So this attack is literally useless, and he does it sometimes. And then he has a slam, which you can parry because you get iframes. Oh no. Okay, well, at least you can parry the slash, right? No. That would make way too much sense. Being able to parry something by pressing a button and getting iframes? If the parry is damage reduction and isn't iframes?
Yes and no.
You see, normally this wouldn't be a problem in other games, because in other games, damage reduction means the damage you took was reduced, right? That's how it would make sense. That's what you would think. But this is Balanced Craftwars, a game where it's a little bit different. Let's say, for instance, I got hit by a sword that did 100 damage, and I had 50% damage reduction. Little quiz, everyone. Which number on screen would be the damage you took? All of this would make too much sense. 50 damage? Reducing the damage taken by 50? No, the answer is actually answer E. It would kill me. You see, damage reduction in Balanced Craftwars is as follows. You take the damage, and then are healed by the percentage of damage reduction you have. It cannot, and will not, prevent you from dying if the number is how much health you have. But none of this would even matter if the wiki was correct and didn't say it gives you iframes, because it doesn't give you iframes. It gives you damage reduction. And this is a massive, massive difference. And whoever wrote this wiki page, I will... Okay, note to self. Don't record anything after immediately raging in a block game. The results aren't pretty. While I have you here, let me explain exactly what makes this part so much more difficult. So only one move of the Leviathan moveset actually does less than my health bar, and the reason I got so mad wasn't because of the damage numbers. It was the assumption that I would live if I used the iframes. However, there's a larger issue on the table here. Inconsistencies with the game itself. Inconsistency number 1. If I use the X ability on the Umbra Tri-Scythe, it gets put on cooldown. It's a 50-second cooldown. This makes sense. However, for some reason, after using the X ability on the Umbra Tri-Scythe, it also puts all other X abilities on that same 50-second cooldown. Which means if I were to use my Umbra Tri-Scythe X, and then try to parry with the Wind Dancer X, I can't. Same goes for the Glacier Greatsword. I can't use the dash anymore because I used the iframes of the Scythe. Along with this is the inconsistencies of the hitbox that the Leviathan slashes have. Now, I could be playing perfectly, and I will not be able to dodge a single one, even though I do the exact same thing every time that I used to do that dodged it. And then my next run, I'll simply be walking left, and then accidentally dodge the slash. 4 times in a row. There's no way. But then my 5th time, doing the exact same thing, nothing changed. Suddenly I die to the hit. Okay, it's still not consistent. That's fine. So yeah, this fight got a little on my nerves. I'm not excited to finish this. That doesn't mean I'm not going to. I still get hit. You see, I haven't given up. My one run where I was messing around and just trying to figure things out, I got the Hydra to around half HP. Granted, it took all my lives, but theoretically, there would be a perfect RNG where the Leviathan will spam bubbles and then slam only when my Tri-Scythe isn't on cooldown. This would be, of course, a perfect world where everyone would be in harmony and there would be flying cars, but that is the desire. And because I really have nothing else to say, here's the rest of the fight. And while you watch it, I'm gonna go back to either sleeping or continuing grinding this Leviathan fight. Enjoy.